Well, hey there, Pastor Kevin here as we our home huddle for today and into chapter 3 of 1 Corinthians, with our theme for this week being All for One Church. Church. When you hear that word, maybe you think of the place where you go on Sundays. Or in this season of time, maybe it's the place that you tune into on Sunday mornings. You might visualize the altar space with a big cross, or the rows of pews in the nave, the main part of the sanctuary. Or maybe you picture a steeple, that kind of architectural giveaway that the building you're looking at is a church. In the Old Testament, the place where God's people gathered for worship, it wasn't called a church, it was called a temple. But it was essentially the same thing. It was the place where God's presence dwelled, and the place where the people went to worship Him. And the temple in the Old Testament had its own architectural giveaways that it was a holy place, which means just a place that was set apart for a specific purpose, to worship God. But in our scripture reading today, in our text, Paul, he blows up the idea of where God dwells, where the church is, and what the church really is. And Paul's not actually doing anything new. In fact, Jesus was the first one to use the word church to describe God's people in the Bible. And that word church, it really just means assembly. It was the same word that people used to describe a group of politicians getting together, or even the group that would gather at the theater. It was the same word, church. Jesus uses that word, he borrows it from the culture to describe the gathering of his people, as he calls them church. As you dive into some scripture reading today, I encourage you to think about the major implications of this. Where is God dwelling? Where might we worship Him? If God's presence is not constricted just to a building, where is He? Well, consider these thoughts and more as you enjoy each other's company, as you share, read, talk, pray, and bless together.